I'm going to discuss in this audio what should you do, what options do you have if either the US Consulate, US Embassy, the consular officer adjudicating your visa application denies your visa application request, and Custom Border and Protection, CBP, immigration officials at airports, if they deny your admission, your entry into the United States, and or cancel, revoke your visa that was either issued by the consulate or your ESTA visa waiver that you applied for online. What do you do? Let's address CBP, airport immigration officials, port of entry. They essentially are the last point of security for US. They're basically dealing with so much fraud, so much misrepresentation, and they're there to secure the US borders and protect people living inside the United States. If you are simply questioned, the officer determines, no, I'm not going to admit you, and or I'm going to revoke or cancel your visa, then they will annotate your passport and they may give you something in writing. You can also ask them, can you have the reason for the denial in writing? CBP will also do what's called secondary inspection. They will ask you initial questions and now something has caught their attention and they're going to request that you go in for what's called secondary inspection. You may be held here for hours. It can be a very traumatic experience from lots of clients I hear, men and women. You may be here for hours and it may feel like an interrogation is commonly what people say to me it felt like. You will have multiple officers question you, not just one. You might even be deprived of even having water. You certainly will probably miss your connecting flight or your flight. And it can be a very harrowing, disturbing experience. At the end of that questioning and secondary inspection, you may be asked to sign a sworn statement, an I-877. So what do you do if this happens? What do you do if you've been denied entry into the United States and or your visa waiver has been cancelled or revoked? Well, the very first thing you should do is, before you call and speak to people and just rehash what happened, write down what did the officer ask you and exactly how did you answer it. It would be your freshest memory.